Just imagine, what if you could access a technique that truly changes the way women respond to you? Something beyond the typical pickup lines and outdated advice that never seems to work. We're talking about an entirely new and practical approach, a sort of secret code for attraction that few people know about and that you're about to discover. This technique doesn't rely on cliches or gimmicks, but instead focuses on a deep understanding of how people connect and what really creates attraction. Forget forced charm or acting in a way that doesn't feel like you. It's simple, authentic, and adapts to who you are, allowing each interaction to feel natural and interesting. In other words, you can become irresistible with just a few adjustments in how you communicate and carry yourself. And the best part, this approach has been tested, refined, and proven effective in any setting or situation. Women notice when a man has confidence and knows how to present himself without going overboard. That's precisely the vibe this technique will help you achieve. Without pretending or forcing anything, you'll learn how to genuinely and naturally capture women's attention. So pay attention, this is just the beginning. Soon, you'll understand how to transform your presence and create a lasting impression that will elevate every interaction. More often than not, the secret to truly attracting someone lies in details that go unnoticed. Contrary to popular belief, winning someone over isn't about being the funniest or the boldest. The technique you're about to learn is all about creating a lasting and irresistible effect, something that doesn't fade after the first conversation. It's about understanding how attraction works in the female mind and leveraging that knowledge in a natural way. The key lies in authenticity. Women are highly perceptive, especially when it comes to spotting forced attempts to impress. When you act in a genuine and self-assured manner, it triggers something much stronger, a real and profound interest. This technique is based on small adjustments in posture, tone of voice, and how you steer conversations, elements that have an immediate impact without seeming like conscious effort. What this approach offers is the ability to capture her attention, not with over-the-top gestures, but with a confident and sincere presence. Every move, every word delivered at the right time, leaves a lasting impression. With this, you'll realize that there's no need for elaborate tricks. True attraction stems from knowing how to ignite that spark in an authentic way, and the technique you're about to uncover is the key to achieving that. Get ready, because from here on, we'll dive into the specifics of how to use these subtle yet transformative elements to stand out without even saying much. Now that you understand the importance of authenticity, let's explore how to make your presence unforgettable. After all, what really sets an interesting guy apart from the rest is his ability to be memorable. And believe it or not, it's not about having perfect looks or playing the hero. It's much more about exuding an energy and self-confidence that leaves a strong impression. The technique we're discussing teaches you how to be the man who not only sparks interest, but also curiosity. Women value authenticity and are drawn to men who know how to balance mystery with confidence without coming across as fake. You don't need to try too hard to be noticed. On the contrary, the secret here is knowing how to pace your words, your actions, and even your silences. These small details create a rare and compelling kind of magnetism. Imagine leaving such a strong impression that she feels compelled to learn more about you even after you've left. That's the effect we're aiming for, making your actions speak for themselves and conveying value and security. With this approach, you'll become the man who stays in her thoughts long after a brief encounter. The next step is understanding how to spark this kind of interest without rushing, through actions that are both subtle and powerful. Get ready to master the art of creating a true connection that goes beyond the superficial. When it comes to winning someone over, there's a fine line between showing interest and appearing desperate. This is where many men go wrong, trying too hard to impress and unintentionally projecting insecurity that pushes others away. The technique you're learning strikes the perfect balance, teaching you how to spark her interest without constantly needing to prove yourself. One cornerstone of this technique is calm confidence. This means not rushing to impress or constantly seeking her approval. When you allow yourself to guide the conversation at a relaxed pace, with pauses, and by listening more than you talk, she feels like she's interacting with someone secure, someone who doesn't need to flatter or convince her of anything. It's the posture of a man who knows his worth and is unafraid to be authentic. This approach transforms any interaction, showing that you can maintain a conversation that is both engaging and relaxed, creates a positive tension, a sense of mystery that keeps things intriguing. You'll spark her curiosity without needing to shower her with excessive compliments or fill the conversation with obvious declarations. In the next step, we'll explore how to maintain this connection on an even deeper level, building genuine affinity that goes beyond appearances and superficialities. Here's where the magic truly happens. To genuinely win someone over, it's not enough to have good conversation skills or a confident presence. You need to create an emotional connection. When you make her feel comfortable, special, and understood, you step out of the ordinary category and into the select group of men who evoke something lasting and meaningful. The technique for building this connection goes beyond simply being a good listener or appearing interested. It's about showing genuine understanding and empathy, making her feel valued for who she truly is. Women are sensitive to subtle signs of attention and authenticity. For example, remembering small details she mentions or asking thoughtful questions that show real interest makes you stand out without trying too hard. An emotional connection creates a sense of safety and intimacy, making your time together unique. That's what forms a genuine bond, because she starts to see you not just as someone interesting, but as someone worth building something more meaningful with. This kind of interaction is rare, which is why it's so powerful. Next, we'll discuss how to highlight your strengths and stand out without coming across as arrogant, maintaining this connection with elegance and admiration. Demonstrating value is essential, but knowing how to do it without sounding arrogant is what truly separates men who attract positive attention from those who go unnoticed or are avoided. The technique we're exploring here focuses on how to showcase your qualities and skills naturally, without looking like you're showing off or trying too hard to impress. The key is to let your actions speak for themselves. When you act with confidence, but without drawing attention to it, you convey that you're self-assured, someone who knows his worth and doesn't need to prove anything. How you talk about your accomplishments, projects, and even your personal ambitions should be done with humility and purpose, showing her that you're goal-oriented, but also value the present moment and the people around you. Another important aspect is knowing how to listen and appreciate what she has to share, balancing the conversation and giving her space to showcase her own qualities and interests. This creates an atmosphere of equality and respect, making her admire you without feeling like it's a competition of who's better. When you stand out in this way, the value she perceives in you is genuine and much deeper. Now, to wrap things up, we'll talk about how to turn all these insights into a consistent practice that delivers increasingly natural and effective results in your interactions. Now that you understand every aspect of this technique, the next step is simple. Take action. Knowledge doesn't become power without practice. By applying these principles, you'll start seeing real effects, from immediate interest to deeper, authentic connections. Every interaction is an opportunity to observe, adjust, and refine your skills, making this process natural and a part of who you are. Practicing doesn't mean following a rigid script, but experimenting with these new approaches in a spontaneous way. Try subtle confidence. Notice how small pauses and a steady gaze can transform a conversation. Observe how your words become more natural and genuine when you focus on what really matters instead of trying to impress. Over time, this approach will become second nature, and you'll notice how easily her attention shifts toward you. Every success, every smoother and more positive exchange will reinforce your confidence. The technique will take shape in every interaction, and you'll see her interest in you grow naturally and authentically. This is the real win, creating attraction based on your true value, not on tricks or forced attempts. So don't wait to put all of this into practice. Apply these concepts with authenticity, embrace the growth, and enjoy each interaction as a new step toward becoming more attractive and confident. Are you tired of trying to win over the woman of your dreams, only to feel like everything you do pushes her further away? I know exactly how frustrating it can be to feel so close, yet so far from creating that deep, irresistible connection with the person you desire. But don't worry, there's a scientifically proven method that can completely change your approach. With the obsession method, you'll learn how to spark genuine attraction, something that makes any woman feel an uncontrollable desire for you, even if you're not the most handsome guy in the room. This simple, straightforward method makes you irresistible without effort, as if you had the remote control to her desires. The choice is now yours. Continue the same routine and face rejection, or take the right step to win over the woman you've always wanted. By choosing the obsession method, you're giving yourself the chance to turn things around. And the best part is that there's no risk. With a 60-day guarantee, you can test the method, and if it doesn't work, get your money back. Check out the first comment to see why thousands of men are transforming their love lives with this method. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to the channel and don't miss the next one currently on your screen.